Victorious ones. I get really excited when I get up on here just to talk to y'all. I worked a 8-hour shift today at a physical job. I worked a full-time job as a mama of 4. I'm a full-time mama even though I'm at that full-time job. But when I get up here and I get to talk to y'all, the victorious ones whom God has chosen or called me to speak life into, to give y'all inspiration, to give y'all real life tools that's going to work once you apply them, I get excited. I'm like sitting here ready to press play so I can talk to y'all. So let me get right into this word on today. I first want to start off by saying thank you to all of my new subscribers to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. As you subscribe and press that subscribe button, it's helping push out my content to other victorious ones that can learn and grow just like you doing. So please continue to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, press the subscribe button. Introduce my channel. If y'all see a video that might help a friend, just pass the word along. Because that's how I began to grow. I was learning information and I was able to feed it into other people. And then y'all just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So let me not ramble and get into this word. And I also want to point out something to y'all. In order for me to stay consistent with my content, God has laid it on my heart to go ahead and set a time. So in the mornings at 5 o'clock, I'm going to have a video set up. And I'm setting myself up for a 30-day challenge. So for the next 30 days, I am going to be putting up content on my YouTube channel. It may be the lives or it may be things that I pre-record and put on my YouTube channel. Because I need to go ahead and continue to pour my water on my seed to grow my purpose into the earth realm. So I'm excited about that. Thank all the new group members to my Facebook group. My group is growing. Our group is growing. Me and God and y'all, we growing. So I'm excited about that too. I'm excited about that. Because that lets me know that I'm on the right track for what God needs Monica to do. Not being distracted with anybody else think. So I'm excited about all the new members to the Victorious Ones Facebook group as well. Y'all let anybody know about that as well, about the group. So let me get into this word. On today, God wanted me just to talk to y'all strictly about what the Victorious Ones is, what it entails. God actually gave me the name to this group when I was getting into, praying about me becoming a life coach. I had a meeting with one of my pastors, Pastor Ashley, and as I was walking out that meeting, God gave me the name to this group, and it was in February when I got the name. So I said, that's the name of it. And y'all think about the word. You Google it. Victorious, what does it mean? Overcomer. That's what you are. That's what I am. That's what we're called to be. Victorious over any and all life circumstances that we currently may be in or that we already been through. We can all think of a life situation that we overcame. Come on. We can all think of a life situation that we overcame. And once we start overcoming certain levels in life, is what I'm going to call it, growing up. You have to learn different things in order to grow. And new things or obstacles may come your way, but you have to apply the new knowledge in order to overcome those things. I hope that makes sense to you. That's like if you in kindergarten and you getting promoted to the first grade. That means you learned there, but then when you get to the first grade, you got to learn on that level. So as you're growing, there's new obstacles, but you still need to apply what you already learned. And that's always good to do that, because the only way you can learn the basics, you don't know how to learn 1 + 1 is 2. If you don't learn 0 + 0 is what? 0. So that's one of the reasons, or the purposes behind the Victorious Ones. For your coach Monica, for me to give y'all the fundamental tools that God has taught me, that I have used, that's helping me grow and has helped me become the individual that he has made me into. So I want y'all to be encouraged and then grab your pen and your notebook and take notes as you're watching the videos. It's just not to get on here and get your ears tickled. Oh yeah, I'm about to get a good word and it's going to work for me. It's going to work for you, but you have to take the intentionality to actually do the work behind it. Yeah, and you're doing the work now if you're watching the video. And I congratulate you for that. Yeah, I congratulate you for that. Because we could take time out to be doing something else right now. Having some popcorn, watching some Netflix. You know what I'm saying? But y'all watching some inspiration and knowledge that's going to help you grow. God gave me some tips to talk to y'all about Victorious One to help you grow on your victorious journey overall. So I put videos up and messages up that relates to becoming the individual that you're becoming. But also God gave me like a blanket, meaning basic steps or tools that's going to work for you on your journey to becoming the victorious or even the more better victorious individual that God made you into. Not who we made us into. We kind of made a mess of our life or making a mess of our life. But it's with using the tools that God give us on our life that we become the better woman or man of God that God has called us to be. And all of us that are kids or that are childs of God, we are all women and men of God. So don't be deceived by that name. You are a child of God. You are also a woman and a man of God. Because you're a man and you're a woman, right? Of God. Because we living for God. The first thing you need to do, Victorious One, is you need to connect with yourself. Connect with yourself. And I want y'all to think of the cocktail you need to use to connect with yourself. And when I say cocktail, I'm not talking about drinking. I'm talking about the cocktail like, you know, with pills or medicine, they try to find the right cocktail or the right combination to get you on the right path with that. The right cocktail, when I'm talking about with connecting with yourself, you can either journal, and this is what's been helping me like I don't know like no other. Alicia, thank you for this. Because I had been asking God for like a minute, some questions, and I started journaling. And he answered a question yesterday for me. And I may put a video up on that, but I'm going to stay connected to my purpose behind this video. But journaling, y'all, you can grab a journal from the dollar store, get a pen. That may be the first thing you do in the morning, and maybe the last thing you do, and maybe do what you do on your lunch break. Journaling. And you don't have to be no perfect speller, no perfect writer, because who you doing it for? For you. For you. For you. For you. So start journaling, y'all, because this has been a breakthrough moment for me lately. Journaling more. The next thing, sitting with ourselves. And that's not always easy. That's something you have to intentionally learn to do. But start somewhere. So start with the journaling. And maybe if sitting with yourself is easy, where you can sit and just calm your brain and be present. Being present is the key when you sitting and you being to yourself. Yeah. Being present meaning that your mind is not doing a lot of stuff. And if it is, that's when you have to really train your brain to turn that part off. And it is possible. I'm telling you this from experience. It is possible. That's what peace come in at. When you become more present in the silence. So y'all work on that. Take a walk. You walking around to yourself in nature. One of my favorite things to do is listening to the birds now, y'all. I love listening to the birds. A customer came in today, y'all. And she said, we were just talking. Y'all know I just go to talking. And she had a little, like a chicken box. It was a chicken box. When she opened the box, it was live birds in there. The birds didn't startle me. I was listening to them birds singing, y'all. It's something about listening to the birds for me. But it may be something else that captivates your attention, like the nature, like the flowers. Or water that may be around the park you at, or the flowers. So walking in nature will help you too. That's being to yourself. Feeding your mind the knowledge. Feeding your mind the knowledge. And I've learned, and I'm saying for me, because I'm applying me to help y'all. So it ain't about me, but fill in the blanks with you. I am intentional. about when I wake up in the morning, I find me, like I have people, I can't tell, like people that I watch, I know that can feed me positive, not only positive, but things that's going to grow me. I know to go to their particular YouTube channels to listen to their inspiration to help grow me. And I save the content that I know that I need to keep watching. Because it's through the consistency that we become a better person. Our minds didn't get broken, or our spirits didn't get broken overnight. Because life may have thrown some things at us that made us that way. That was not even intended, but it did. And it wasn't our fault. So get that fault or that guilt trip off you. But now it's the time where we have to make the decision to do the work to become the person we need to be. We don't need to be living 2 and 3 years from now saying, woe me, I haven't changed. We are responsible for that. Nobody else is responsible for our self-growth and our self-healing. We are. We are. We are. We are. You are. So start consistency daily, feeding your mind the knowledge you need to hear. If it's from Coach Monica, going to my YouTube, finding videos that relate to your soul or your energy, save them in your archives and go back and watch them on them iffy days. Because that's what I do. If I'm waking up and I'm like, God, I need you to help me here, lead me to a video that I saved. Because we have to do the work behind it, y'all. We have to do the work. Because if we always listen to negative indirectly, if we're in environments that we don't have control over and stuff like that, it's easily to get absorbed in that. But the more that you feed yourself with the foundational stuff, that stuff start rolling off. And I was wondering, God, when that's going to happen for me? Now it's happening. How people talk, how people do things. It don't bother me as much. It don't. And I know what it's coming from. Me writing in my journal, me getting more quiet with myself and being more present, me feeding my mind the knowledge. And we're not all readers, so a book may not be something that you can just sit down and do. That's why watching or listening to somebody talk to you is just as good. It's just as good. So we can't make excuses, y'all. The next thing God had me, because I wrote down the list. I was on break today. And God already gave me the title what to talk about, but I had time, so hey, use the time wisely. And the next thing he told me to tell y'all about is, in order to grow into the new you as a victorious one, it requires a new perspective, right? And that new perspective comes from over time. It don't happen, I think I just said it, it don't happen overnight, but at least the time is not wasted. And we may not see the progress even like 6 months from now, but you're going to see some type of change. Something that may used to bother you, like say somebody used to, and I use the same examples all the time, but hey, go with the flow. Y'all know me now if you've been watching my channel. And somebody say to me now, I like your glasses. I don't say, oh, these thick things now. I'm okay with it. Because I've trained my brain to be okay with the unique person God made me. We all unique because none of us got the same fingerprints. Not even my identical twins. I don't have triplets. 2 of them are identical. They don't have the same fingerprints. So you unique how you laugh, how you talk, how you smile. Come on. We're not meant to look the same. And love everything unique about you. It starts with connecting with yourself so you don't have to worry about the self-validation from other people or validation from other people. You can get your self-validation. So if somebody don't like something about you and they say it, you're not offended. You're okay with what they don't like about you because that's their opinion. Because if I was worried about how people are offended by how my voice is a little bit louder now or how it carries, I wouldn't be able to get on here to talk to y'all. Because it's how God made me. And I'm okay with that now, y'all. I'm okay with that. I'm going to read off this paper, but I want y'all to listen to the point I'm making because I want to stay on track. Our seed, which is the stuff that we're learning to grow, is planted, yet it takes time and it needs to be watered, which is the knowledge too. The right amount over time deepens the roots, deepens our mindset. So I'm going to read it again. Our seed is planted, yet it takes time for growth. It needs water, the right amount over time, the right amount of water over time for the roots to deepen. Yeah. So we're going to plant a good seed of faith, a good seed of overcoming. That's what the seed going to be, the overcoming. And we're going to plant it with the knowledge and using the tools. You have to use the tools and the knowledge. That's the water too. The tools is you going out in nature, whatever it is God has told you to do. I'm not going to keep going with the same. Whatever I told you in that first step, whatever it is God leads you that you're like, okay, I need to try that. Come on now, we got to try different stuff. That definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a new result, it's not going to work in this season if you're looking to grow. It's not going to work. It's sometime in those uncomfortable states that we become comfortable with the new person that we are. The next thing on here, step number 3. So number 1 was connect with yourself. Number 2, in order to grow into the new you, it requires a new perspective, meaning watching the new knowledge. Step number 3, getting connected with like-minded individuals. And it's not always talking about in the church. I'm not blasting or blaspheming the church. Just get my point. That works for me, and that's how I began my growth. But it may be being connected with someone like me. And I have my email on here where you're welcome to email me if you're looking for a session. Yeah, I have sessions available. Email me and I'll let you know the pricing and how to start your journey on growth. You have to take the action. So you can't say you don't have a like-minded individual. If you're watching this video and it's resonating with your spirit, I'm your like-minded individual. And then from there, God gonna continue to bring people that relates to your situation or that can help you become victorious. Because that's what he did for me. Because I was like, God, I feel like nobody don't understand what I'm going through. He said, because I needed you to go through that season of isolation. Because for 2 years, y'all, I went through a season of isolation where I was still working and stuff, but I really did not have a big size of a lot of friends. And I still don't. But in that season, I probably didn't even have one close friend like I do now. Because God needed me to really work on myself. And I'm grateful for that. The next and the final step, number 5. And I already talked about it, but I'm going to say it again. Because maybe it needs to be drilled into our head, including mine. We have to take the action. And we cannot let fear stop us. We can't let fear stop us. Nope. I've actually literally taken fear, y'all, and this is what I've done to it. I'm taking this paper and I'm going to let y'all see it. This is what I've done to fear. I'm taking it away. We have to take the action. Because once you take the action, you will start seeing, man, I was sitting back this whole time and it wasn't even that bad. Because the new you was already in you. We were just being distracted by the excuses we was making for ourselves. And I say for ourselves because the people and the things and the situations that may have hurt us, that was part of our story that needed to be used. And God will start revealing unto you why it had to happen to you. For me, I had to be different. I had to be set apart, be the different of even like I feel like I say for my siblings, I was the quiet one, but now I talk a lot more. But I had to be different. I felt like I was different because I need to know it's okay not to be like everybody else, not to be feeling like I had to conform to the world's way of thinking or worry about how the world talk about how Miss Monica, Coach Monica laugh, talk loud, how she's goofy. I can't worry about that because I'm going to be distracted how God need me to be. For the victorious ones, he set out there, the tribe he set out there for me to speak life into, for me to be able not only to encourage y'all, but to be able to personally sit down and write action plans to help y'all out. Yeah. So I'm excited and I'm encouraged on today. I hope on this video I was able to encourage and also put a fire under you to take the action If the action is to start journaling, start journaling. If you haven't wrote out that goal list and you didn't watch my videos and seen it, I've told you to write out them goal lists. You got to stop waiting. You got to get off the sideline, get that piece of paper. Start with goal number 1 and write it down and put it on your wall. Because it won't be nobody's fault but yours if you don't make the progress, if you get in the information and the knowledge. And we can't let them feelings overtake the reality of things getting better. I said it. Sometimes we think it's not getting better, it's the same. It's the same because we're not taking the first step. And then we also have to be patient to let things manifest. And I'm getting there too, finally. I was like rushing certain things. But once I sat down, I started journaling. It freed my mind from some stuff. I want y'all to be encouraged, victorious ones. I want y'all to continue to watch the knowledge. Put some comments down there if you need help on something. Feel free to inbox me. My email is going to be connected to this video on my Facebook and my YouTube. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. And I'm excited to be able to meet some of y'all or connect with y'all through a Zoom coach session. Come on, y'all. Take the action. And I love y'all. I want y'all to be encouraged. Take some notes from this video. And I want to be able to hear that this stuff is working for y'all. Not only that it's working for me, because I know it worked. I want y'all to use this knowledge and use it for your life so we can grow together. This time next year, we could be able to say, man, I wrote that on my goal list and look at it cross out. Because it's working. Because I'm being intentional. You being intentional about doing the work. And not letting fear stop you. Take the fear and you got to do this. One of my favorite gospel songs is Goodbye. It go like this. Goodbye, fear. Yeah. It's a new horizon. Y'all, that's my new song. Favorite song in this season. You got to say goodbye, 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 fear. And when you saying goodbye, fear, you talking about the old mindset of you. The old mindset of you. And that's another thing you could do on that number 1. Music. Music. Turn you some music on. Get in your room. Cry it out. So, they hear you. Cry it out. You're going to feel so much better. Because we hold on to too much. And I've been guilty of that. And when I feel myself getting off balance, I'm not doing something intentionally. Either I'm not feeding myself enough knowledge. Either I haven't been journaling. I haven't been sitting with myself. I have to hold myself accountable because I have to stay balanced to pursue the goals that God got for me. And you too. That's important. You have to stay balanced. That's where them boundaries come in at. You have to be able to tell anybody no. You got to be able to take your phone. If you're not turning it off, turning the sound off. If you need to take yourself a nap. It's okay to rest, but it's not okay to give up. It's not okay to give up. So don't give up, queen. Don't give up, king. We victorious ones. We're no longer victims. And I love y'all. I want y'all to be intentional now. And y'all have a blessed day. A blessed evening whenever you watch this video.